ahead. Still got karma go. And you know what the funny thing is?
And welcome to the Tuesday night edition of Sports Talk. We are live on the WJRG television network, and I'm excited because we have a lot to talk about tonight, especially with March Madness. But to my left is my good friend, the producer of this show, Big Don from Big Don Production. What's up, man?
Everything's good, boy. Now that LeBron James the GOAT.
Guys started. Even Pastor Wall not even smart on that one. And to my right, I got the legend himself, Bruce Austin. What's up, Bruce?
And I'm enjoying beautiful weather, man.
Yes.
Oh, man. LeBron putting on the show.
Yes, he is.
Everything's beautiful. Everything's beautiful.
Everything. And all the way in Jacksonville, Florida, my brother, Henry Green. What's up, bro?
Good. How's everybody doing?
All right.
Good.
And
It's
all
about 80 here today, Henry. We can
Good.
talk.
That's what it's here today. It's 80 and sunny.
And also, we have one of the greatest bishops in the world, Bishop Ernest Richard Jr. What's up, my brother from the Power?
Blessings to you, my brothers. 80 degrees, Henry. You ain't saying nothing, bro. We got 84 here.
Even
Yes,
Stevens.
sir.
And also in Maryland, my brother-in-law, Frederick, Maryland, Larry Pearson. What's up, Larry?
Everything's good.
All right. Glad to have you with us. One sports legend, Anthony McLean. What's up, my brother?
I'm good. Hey, did anybody know what happened in the UConn game the other night?
Oh,
Yeah.
yes.
Oh, yeah, we're going to talk about that one. And one of the greatest pastors in the world, my man, one of my best friends, Pastor Walter T. from Basileia. What's up, Pastor Walt?
How's everyone this evening? Doing well.
Good, Pastor. How are you?
I do want to start off this that we had a great time on Saturday night at the showcase. The Q House was packed. I never expected the crowd that we had. A lot of people came out and showed up. God showed up, and we had a great time, and we give God all the glory. So I want to just say to everyone that's viewing us and watching and listening that we had a great time, and thanks to the community for coming out and supporting Big Don and the showcase itself. You had a great time, Anthony?
Yes. Great time. Great time.
All right. And I'll share some good news later on about my health. I just had a MRI and a cancer.
Yes.
The great news. I'll see my oncologist on Monday, but God is in the blessing business. I want to thank God for that.
Yes.
All right. So I guess we're going to talk about UConn. I guess that's on your agenda, right, Larry?
Yes, sir.
All right. Let's start talking. Who you want to start with?
I'm UConn.
Okay.
You
all right.
beat down the whole entire game until all of a sudden at the end, all the pieces fell together, and UConn pulled off a miracle. It was nothing less than a miracle. I mean, everything they got a steal at the end. Their three-pointers was starting to fall in. It wasn't falling all game long. So it was just, they said that was one of the most amazing shots ever, you know, and the final week. So I don't know what to say, but Bishop, you got your wish. You got your miracle. What you think?
Well, I wouldn't call it a miracle. Two things I will say. When you take your foot off your opponent's neck, you're bound to get burned. And that's really what happened. There was a tale of two halves. The first half, UConn couldn't buy a basket, couldn't rent a basket. And, if they was rebuilding the Capitol Center down here in D.C., they laid up enough bricks to do a new building. But then you go to half number two. You got to remember something. In the first half, UConn had 8 or 9 turnovers. No points came out of those turnovers. Well, no, I'm sorry. 6 points came out of those turnovers. But in the second half, they had 2 turnovers in the entire half. But they scored 16 points off of 8 turnovers on Duke. On top of that, Duke is making mistake after mistake after mistake, especially coming down the stretch. They had them as much as 19. They got them down to about 10 around the 9-minute mark, got them down to about 6 or 7 around the 6-minute mark. But it was the last 3 minutes of that game that made all the difference in the world. But this is how UConn has played all year, with the exception of Marquette, St. John's twice, actually, on Marquette once, and Creighton. UConn woke up and found the basket. I was getting ready to write Mullins off, but Mullins had been scoring, inadvertently. This guy scores 16, 17, 18 a game, only scored 10 points, but that last shot was the most important shot. Alex Caravan cooled down, but he found his shot late in the game. Terrence Reed literally carried that team. Malachi Smith stepped up and did what he can do. Demery did what he can do. He was still not 100%, but did what he could do. Finally, solo ball, instead of trying to shoot a 3, decided to come inside and shoot a few good-looking jumpers and a couple of great layups. There were about 5 or 6 steals that took place. Man, I can go on all day long. That last 2-minute segment. Now, I want to show you guys something. And if you had been paying attention to this, you would have found out Duke should have never lost that game. Let's just be real about it.
Never.
Should have never lost that game.
No such thing as never should have won.
No, they should not have. I'm going to show you why, Bruce. If you go back, let me finish, Bruce. Let me finish. Let me finish, sir.
Show me why, and they won it.
Let him finish. Go ahead, Bishop.
No, wait. Go ahead. Talk, Bruce. I'll finish when you finish. Go ahead.
No. Go ahead, Bishop. Go ahead, Bishop.
Go ahead, bro.
All I'm simply saying is 10 seconds left in the game. Sarr throws the ball into Boozer. Boozer dribbles once and throws, into Boozer, throws the ball in, dribbles once, then throws it up front to the next Boozer, I believe. He takes one dribble, then throws it back to Sarr. Remember, there are 2 defenders that are all the way down court. All Sarr had to do was launch it down court. Game's over. Instead, he tries to throw it.
He should have held the ball and let them foul.
They should have held, if anything, they should have held the ball.
It should have never came down to that. That's what I'm saying, Ernie.
I understand. I'm with you on that. I mean, they had no. That's why I say they had no business losing, because that was, I won't call it a dumb play. They weren't thinking in that 10-second space. They practice these things all the time, and somebody went to sleep on that play. Sarr was the one who had the actual pass that could have got down court that would have ended the game. It would have been over.
Go ahead, Pastor Walt.
Great game. I love the Bishop, but he already written the brother off. He said he better not go to the pros. He ain't made a basket out of it.
I sure did. I sure did.
That was the text. That was the text before he made the shot. He better not go to the pros. He be making a big mistake.
But
you know what happened? They hung around. The big guy kept him in the game, man. He saved the day because they couldn't buy a basket. They kept throwing it into, man. He really played well. He showed his athleticism. He got a steal, reverse layup. He really held him in the game. But what the play of the game was, he made the shot, but Caravan. That play was designed for Caravan to shoot that last shot. He gave it up. He passed it. And my man Mullen said, I passed it to someone who at least had made a 3. He hadn't made a basket, and he passed it back. All I could do was shoot the shot. So Caravan's the one. He's the senior. He got all the accolades. He could have took the shot and lived and died with him. He passed it. And the kid made a that was a miracle, Bishop. Okay, he could have threw that underhand. That was a miracle. He had no idea what was going in, but it went in.
I'll show you something.
He said that he had no idea.
Respectfully.
No, he said he had no idea it was going in.
Here it is, respectfully. They said in high school that shot he had been doing it his entire high school career. So
that wasn't the pressure. It was wide open, but he was almost at half court. He couldn't do that again. He couldn't do that again by himself in the gym with nobody in there. No.
Here it is in the nutshell.
But you know what? Here's the thing, though. Let me finish my commentary. That passed it on. The kid, the boozer, they wasn't thinking, man. That's the heat of the moment. All he had to do was hold the ball. If they foul him, he goes. The game's up. All he had to do was hold on to the ball. He was trying to make a better play. He was trying to get it down court. It couldn't be 10 seconds because it was under 10 seconds. All he had to do was hold the ball. He didn't even have to dribble. Just hold it.
I think that's
all he had to
do. I think he would think about that. That what 8 seconds over there. I think that's what he was thinking about.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. All he had to do was hold on to the ball.
Yep.
I agree.
You finished, Walt? Your point?
Yeah. I'm done. Thank you. Yep.
Go ahead, Henry. Go ahead, Anthony.
Oh, me? Well, they won it with the defense. I mean, they kept chipping away. The actual play where they double teamed him, that was the key. And Shire actually was telling Boozer to pass over it. So this is I mean, we can all Boozer took the credit, but Shire, he did exactly what Shire asked him to do, and he just didn't execute it. But if you ever want, if the thing about UConn is, whenever UConn wins games like this, it's always because of the defense. This is the one stretch from Calhoun to Ollie to Hurley. They're still one of the best defensive teams in college basketball. And when they have to make a stop, they had to give them credit. Duke, I think, just they took them out of the game, and they didn't go for the kill shot. If they were gonna take them out, it should have been in the first 5 minutes of the second half, and they didn't. They were able to slice it. They slice it slowly, and they just kept themselves in it. All you ask is, if we're within X amount of points with 5 minutes to go, we got a shot. And look, everybody and their mama gave up on them. The entire state, the entire country, whatever. But that's what persevering is all about. So you got to give them their due.
You bring them back.
Go Henry, then I go Larry. Then we'll take in the studio. Go ahead, bro.
Yeah, that was a great game, but I blame that loss on Duke's coach, because they had 10 seconds left. They already had the lead. Or they had to make UConn. They should have made UConn foul them instead of trying to pass the ball. And that, because UConn wasn't trying to foul, and UConn got the reflection, and the miracle shot came through. But the coach should have told his players, make UConn foul you.
Or hold
But
the
now
ball.
they might have missed their free throws, but we don't know. But that, to me, that's where they messed up at. And because they already had the lead with the 10 seconds, they should have made UConn foul.
Well, Larry.
They had the best person in college basketball 2 years in a row and came down and made the same mistake twice.
Yeah.
That goes back more than them just playing bad. That goes back to coaching. You know what I'm saying? He's a good coach, but the experience level in situations like this, they needed to have talked to the team better or came up with some type of solution. Within 10 seconds, you should never lose a game like that. Especially when you got the most gifted team out there. To me, that says something. I know everybody say he's a great coach, but at what level? Because this is the second time in 2 years he had the best player in the country and the same results. That's all I'm saying.
Well, I just learned something because I didn't know the coach was trying to tell him to pass the ball down court.
Mhm.
I would Henry 100%. If I was a coach, I would have went for the foul, took my chances at the foul line.
Yeah.
Let him foul me, especially the first Boozer brother had the ball. The big one, he was good to make it anyway. Let him foul him. Let him go out. Let him foul him. They double teamed the right brother there, the shorter one. When they started jumping up and down, he couldn't even see over them guys.
Right.
So it was like that was definitely a bad move if he told him to throw the ball down because, if you're a good defensive player, your job is to get that ball by any means necessary, and that's what they did. So,
Go ahead, Bruce, and then I'll comment.
Yeah, I want to touch on a little something. Y'all covered most of all the bases, but I want to go back to Reed, the center.
Mm-hmm.
This guy, I was one of the guys that said that he's not ready for the NBA. But after what he did this past game, he played his way right into the NBA.
He sure did.
I know as soon as that game was over, they took him back there and tested him for drugs. like Walt said, he basically put the whole team on his back in that gap. And if it wasn't for him, they'd have been down 40.
yeah.
2 games, Bruce.
Yep. 2 games, Ernie. Yep, 2 games, Victor. 2 games in a row. Yep.
If they can ever get Ball on track, they'll be all right. Ball is one of the reasons why they was down 19. You know what I mean? Because he's not holding up his side of that thing with Caravan. You know what I mean? So man, I tell you, man, if they get Ball going and Reed keep playing like this, it's a wrap.
Because I know that, like I said, they lost on the last second shot Duke. But when you're up by 19 points,
That's it.
In a big game like that,
Yep.
you can't lose that.
You can't get comfortable.
No, whatever it takes. And you're up by 19 points in the closeout game, basically, and you lose that game, even though it came down to a miracle shot, they shouldn't have lost that game from the beginning. I can see you're up by 10, 19 points. All right, no, you got to win that game. There's no excuse why you should lose a game like that, being up by 19 points. That's like I said.
But Jerry, did you hear the coach? Did you hear Coach Hurley before the half when they were down? He said it was going to be a fight. He said, stay in there. We're going to come back. He said, this is going to be a fight. It's going to come down to the end. So when you got someone that's been there like that, he had that confidence. He didn't give up. He was like, we did a good job. We're hurt. He said, it's going to come down to a fight. It's going to come down to a war. Even before they went into the second half, when they were down, he was telling them they were going to come back. He instilled that confidence in them that they were going to come back. And they did.
Let me throw something ironic at you. Think about this for a minute.
Don't do it. He proved it.
I'm sorry, go ahead, Bishop.
The irony of this whole thing is if you really want to be kind of ticky-tack about it, if you go back to 1990, UConn had to play back-to-back ACC teams. They take out Clemson on a buzzer beater, then they get taken out by Christian Laettner on a buzzer beater. UConn turns around and does what I call a payback and hands back to Duke what Duke did to them when they first made their entrance to the big stage as a blue blood. So really the whole irony of this whole thing is Duke understanding UConn, how they play, Shire not paying attention. He actually put his own team in a position to lose because when they went on that run, they went on a 16-2 run or a 16-4 run. Shire didn't even bother to call timeout.
Yeah, but you know what's bad about that, Ernie?
What's that?
They got about 9 assistant coaches.
Yep.
And there's none of them on top of that.
Not one of them.
You know what I mean?
Not one of them. And by the way, congratulations to Coach Murray for UConn, who's going to coach, I think, Boston College next year.
Boston College, yeah.
All right.
That ought to be a game. UConn.
But, the truth be told, I know Ernie ain't going to like this, but this game coming up is just playing for who's coming in second because either Michigan ain't no joke, man. Michigan or Arizona, it's like, that team, they got to play each other, but whoever win that game is going to win the national title.
Well,
ain't no joke either now.
Yeah, that boy ain't no joke, but they ain't got Michigan. Michigan is the truth.
Here's something you need to look at. Terrence Reed will be, if Michigan makes it, Terrence Reed faces his old team.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
And if Arizona wins it, remember, Arizona beat UConn by 2. earlier in the
Yeah.
year, and we're missing 2 players, and one was kind of hobbling. So
They got
I
a bunch
still
of freshmen on Arizona. That boy
I
Koa
still,
ain't no joke, man. He's a freshman too. He's
I
a
know
big boy. Yep.
I still give UConn a shot, a puncher's chance. They may have to throw a Buster Douglas like move, but I still give them a shot.
Yeah, it's gonna be
That Arizona, the Arizona Michigan game looks like it could be like, remember in '83 when Houston and Louisville were
Yeah,
playing above the rim? That's the kind of game that Houston Arizona game could be, where they just go back and forth and back and
yeah,
forth. But
yeah.
that's, I mean, both games are going to be fun to watch, but especially
Yeah.
Arizona and Michigan, because they're just, whew, that should be a fun. That's gonna be a fun game to watch.
So listen, and I'm new to March Madness. I started watching it over the weekend. It was great games. Who you guys picking to win, man? So when I watch the Final Four this Saturday, I mean, give me something to look for. Which team you guys think is coming out? Start with you, Bishop.
I'm going UConn, Arizona. UConn cuts down the nets.
You got Arizona. All right, what about you?
UConn, Arizona. UConn cuts down the nets for the 7th time.
Beg your pardon? Whoever wins between Arizona and Michigan, I don't know. I think Michigan's the best team in the country, so I'm going with Michigan.
Okay. What about you, Henry?
Yeah, I would have to say in the championship going to be UConn and Michigan. I want UConn to win, but I think Michigan
Yeah, me too.
got the best team. I think Michigan got the best team.
What about you, Anthony?
I had Michigan and St. John's in the final with Michigan winning, so I'm gonna keep with Michigan. I mean, but I'm not gonna lie, it'd be nice to see UConn be able to pull this off.
No doubt. Yep.
Well, Larry, you're a UConn man. You've been sticking with them all year.
I think UConn got a great team, and the thing about it is coaching. Okay, now I've seen Arizona play some great games, and I've seen them play some bad games. The situation is the way Michigan plays. You know, if they get physical with them, I don't know. And I'm looking at Illinois, and they took down Houston. Okay, and Houston was one of the best. Was playing real good basketball. And they took him out. So to me, I want UConn to win, but that game against Illinois is going to be hard, and I'm not going to count Illinois out. You know, they took down some good teams. I know the favorite is Michigan, but Michigan and Illinois kids get together, you don't know what's going to happen. You know, if Michigan and Illinois play each other, you can flip a coin.
Go ahead, Bruce. I like that flip a coin.
Hey, Larry, I'm with you 500% on this, brother. My heart with UConn, but I'm telling you, I think Illinois is gonna go all the way. They get past UConn. People underestimating Illinois, man. They
are.
They stack. I don't know why people making them really the underdog, because they right there. They get my heart with UConn now.
Yeah.
But Illinois is gonna be a tough out.
Because the way they took Houston out, I was for sure Houston was gonna hang in there.
They got a bad young boy on Illinois too now.
Yeah, it's a bad boy. He called himself the Dominican Larry. He called himself the Dominican LeBron James or something like that. Yeah, he's a bad boy, man. XL, man, he a bad boy though. Yeah,
he plays like I tell you, he plays like it. That's for sure. Now keep this in mind. UConn did beat up on Illinois earlier in the season. Now I know it was early in the season, October, November, somewhere in the neighborhood. I'm not saying they'll beat up on them this time, but it's going to be a dogfight.
Duke was #1. Where they at?
#1 overall.
Enough said on that, Bruce.
They home on the range.
I think that was an overrated #1, but that's my opinion.
Yeah, you might be right.
Well done.
Well, I definitely can't call it because I had picked Duke to win the whole thing, so count me out.
Hey, I got one thing to say. We got Texas ranked #1, and the Texas ladies, we might have a one state win everything. You know what I'm saying? Texas rated #1, and the girls, Texas is #1 seed, and they are crazy good, along with UConn and UConn. Hey, this is for all the marbles.
Mhm.
But
This
I
is sixth time that the UConn men and women have gotten
Yeah,
into the
that's great, right?
semifinals
That's
the same
phenomenal.
year.
Yeah.
Yeah, and this is the you just missed having both the Michigan men and the Michigan women
Yeah,
make
they.
it
Oh
as
man,
well.
wow. That Dawn Staley. What are you gonna say?
Hmm.
Anyway.
see
That's
when
good.
UConn, Adria Fudge is playing like ball, she got to step her game up.
Yeah.
Yep.
Now she don't look like no #1 pick.
Mm-mm.
Yeah.
Sue Bird didn't look like a #1 pick, if you remember.
No, I don't remember that.
Hey,
Mhm.
but
I mean,
sometimes she go off and sometimes she don't. You know.
Yeah, right. But the last couple of games, she haven't been doing nothing. This girl, this rookie girl here, what she from Ecuador, somewhere like that?
Mm-hmm.
She did what Reed did for the men. She carried them in that first half.
Sarah Strong carried the women.
21
Mhm.
points in the first half.
They had a bad shooting game.
God
You check the
hurt.
stats.
Huh?
Everybody was missing.
Yeah, the thing with UConn, you got to get them. You can get them in the first half, but eventually they sort of wear you down. But South Carolina doesn't have to play a perfect game, but they're gonna have to. It's gonna have to be a game where it's gonna have to be a close game late, because once they go on one of their runs, it's tough. It's really tough. And here's the scary thing: Strong's got 2 more years in the NCAA.
Exactly.
So
Mm-hmm.
you're gonna
And
get
don't
you
sleep
like
on UCLA.
I think it's like what Gino said. No, it's like I forget the coach. If you're gonna get us, you better get us now. So
Did I just say that two times earlier?
I
You better
think it's
get them
too
now.
late to get him. It's too late.
yeah.
All right, let me just make mention. This is our sports talk on the WJRG television network, produced by Big Don Production. We are live on the Facebook. Anyone have any comments? You can put your comments up or give us a call at 203-875-0520. Larry, I want to change gears for a minute too. The Connecticut Suns, I understand they're moving to Houston, man. Is that gonna hurt the state of Connecticut? You guys are what? What y'all think, man? Start with you, Walt.
oh
Sorry.
man. Well, that's where they came from anyway. The Suns came from Houston, the original team. That came here to Connecticut from there. So they're just going back home. But yeah, it's going to hurt Connecticut because they got a large following. Especially a lot of people are into the women's basketball. And have a large following there. So I think it definitely is going to hurt. Not that's our only professional team. So yeah, I think from that standpoint, it's going to be have an impact. Yes.
Those are things we talked about on not Friday, but I think last Tuesday about remember having professional teams in Connecticut, and it's the only one we have is moving. What about you, Anthony? Give me your opinion.
It's not a good thing. I think the league is making a mistake. You've got a hotbed of women's basketball here, and
Yeah.
granted, they don't play in a quote unquote huge arena, but I'm pretty sure. I hope that at some point they do bring a team back here to Connecticut. I understand why they want to go back to Houston, because Houston was their bellwether franchise those first 4 years when they won the championship. But you've got a hotbed of basketball here in Connecticut. I know that there was a controversy as to they tried to get them to move to Boston and play at TD Gardens, but we'll see. It's another black eye though for Connecticut, because we don't get to keep nice things at all.
Right, I saw Governor Malloy on television last night talking about it. Go ahead, Henry. Give me your opinion, man. Connecticut Suns movement.
Yeah, I guess most of the WNBA teams, I think they play in the arenas where the NBA teams are at.
For the most part, yeah.
I believe I may be wrong, but I know most of the teams are located except for Seattle.
And Washington.
Yeah, so we'll see how it works out. It will definitely hurt. As far as going back to Houston, it should help them. I guess they're gonna play where the Rockets play.
Yeah, and the Summit was it one time? Go ahead, Bishop. Give me your opinion on that.
Financially speaking, it's going to be an even bigger black eye for Mohegan Sun because at least they had those guaranteed games and that guaranteed gate. For the rental space, this, that, and the other. But now they're going to need people to come in there and spend 3 times more money in the casino just to keep the place open. So, I mean, I laugh, but it's not really funny. I kind of think going back to Houston, well, we can't stop that. Maybe they may expand and bring another franchise here in another couple of years. We don't know. And then the fan base wasn't that big in here in Connecticut for the Mohegan Suns. For the what they call them Mohegan Suns, yeah. I mean, the fan base wasn't that big. I've seen games where I could see when the front row is near empty, something's wrong with that picture.
That's true. All right, go ahead, Larry. Give me your opinion on that. The Suns, and I can take it in the studio.
I think it's put a black eye in for Connecticut, because they used to be pretty good, and they just didn't have a fan base, not a big enough fan base anyway. Now seeing that the UConn is that great, it should be different. You know what I'm saying? Because as great as UConn Huskies are, and I mean it's been like this for years, so I don't see the disconnect.
Right.
Maybe it's just that they don't follow basketball that well.
All right, go ahead, Don.
It doesn't transfer.
I can't speak to everybody from around Connecticut, but as long as they've been here, I only went to one game.
Yeah, me too.
So I'm guilty myself.
I've never been to any, so that's I've never been to a game. Yep.
I went to one game. I had free tickets. So I'm guilty myself. But now that they're leaving, I feel bad. I want to go now.
Yeah, it was fan participation because a lot of people come down from Boston and watch some games too. So that means there's less people in Connecticut that's going. But they did everything. See, the NBA sponsored them, and the NBA, the one that blocked them from keeping it here. They said, no, we're gonna send them on back to Houston because what they do is they had all them girls, Tina Charles, and all them girls to try to bring them back to Connecticut to bring the fan base in, and nothing worked.
Nope.
That's why we can't keep. We done tried everything we can do to get the fans here, and they won't come. So.
Okay, so let me go back to this question again. I asked probably 6 months ago about UConn. Now UConn is raising all this sand. They've been all these Final Fours and won these championships under Hurley. Would it ever produce a Michael Jordan or a Magic Johnson or Isaiah Thomas or a Kareem Abdul-Jabbar or Elijah Wan or Isaiah Thomas or Larry Bird? Would it ever produce a player like that coming out of UConn? You guys go around the table.
Who are you going to start with?
Guys got quiet on me. Oh, go Anthony. Would they ever produce one of them type players?
Well, they haven't produced a Jordan type, but they've had some great players. Rip Hamilton,
Ray Allen. Now
Ray Allen. I think you can throw it in there.
Kobe said, "Don't even mention Ray Allen in the same breath with him."
That's Kobe's. That's Kobe. But it's the thing where maybe they haven't had a quote unquote superstar type, but they've had some great players that have come out of it. You've actually had superstars come out of the women's rank with Bird.
Give me a great player, Anthony. You said they had great players. Give me one.
Sure. Ray Allen, Rip Hamilton.
Yep, Hamilton.
He was great.
He won championships, didn't he? They both won championships.
There are a lot more players, I promise you.
Yeah, Allen, I would put who else from UConn?
Tony Hansen from way back from out of Waterbury, Holy Cross.
Man, Bruce, you don't know nothing about Tony Hansen. I was in UConn with Tony Hansen. I went to UConn when Tony Hansen was there, man. Yeah, man. Yes, sir.
I said he wasn't good. I said, would they produce Michael Jordan?
Yeah, but how many other teams?
I'm not saying he's not a bad
someday
boy.
We can. I'll say that.
Because even Wichco went there, Earl Kelly went to UConn. He was a bad boy too.
Yeah, but what other school?
I just asked a question.
Yeah,
would they produce a career or Bill Walton?
I'm just asking you this. Right. What other school in all the Division I produced a Michael Jordan?
Not a Michael Jordan.
Yes.
You asked
They produced
UConn.
Isaiah Thomas. They produced some Magic
Yeah,
Johnson.
but they got a million of good players came out of
I'm
UConn.
asking.
You asked what did UConn ever produce somebody like Michael Jordan?
Or
I said,
Isaiah.
we mean they have plenty of good point guards.
But in the
But
future,
Jerry,
Isaiah got
none
great.
of those schools,
Earl
none
Kelly
of those
was
schools produced them. They were already good.
But
North
Isaiah
Carolina
got
didn't make
great.
Michael Jordan. Michael Jordan made North Carolina. You know,
That's right.
they didn't
That's
produce
right.
him. He came there.
All right.
You make it.
I would say this: if you look
Yeah,
at the
you got a
UConn
lot of
women
people
program,
Yeah, but I'm saying he had the
bad
talent.
reputations.
You said that anybody ever come out of UConn?
I asked
I said
a
Earl Kelly had the talent to go anywhere.
yeah, well,
Yeah.
But due to certain circumstances, it held them back.
I think in the
Earl was
future,
just as good as any guard in the NBA.
I think in the future, UConn still got time to produce something.
Go ahead. You gonna say something? I'm sorry. You say
Castle
something.
yeah, all I was saying when he talked about not but the UConn women program, they have some of the best,
Yeah,
The
when,
best.
greatest
Best ever.
players. You know, you talking about Maya Moore,
I don't believe it.
Diana Taurasi.
Yes.
Sue
Bird.
what's the other girl that played for the girl that played for the Liberty? That won 14.
Breonna Stewart. Breonna Stewart.
The UConn
Yeah.
women had all-time greats.
Oh yeah.
So,
Yeah.
you know, as far as now, there's no school that I can think of that had as many great players come out as that one school. As far as if you look at women basketball,
Right.
They've had some very
UConn
good
women
moves
basketball.
come out.
I mean, you could take all their stars and they can be the U.S. Olympic team.
That'll
By
believe it.
itself.
You
all
right
the
about
players
that.
They had, man.
But listen, UConn has produced some very good stars. You can
Yes, they
start
had
with
some good
Cliff, the
players.
late
Yeah.
Cliff Robinson. You can Andre Drummond.
Cliff Robinson was
He played for Detroit at the time. No. We're not looking. You're not going to find a Michael Jordan-like player in the UConn men. All you're going to find are some very good players. You had Ray Allen. You had help me here, y'all.
Richard Hamilton.
Yes, Richard Hamilton. And then you have some substandard players. I mean, and when I say substandard, no disrespect to the players, but in the NBA, I mean, they made the NBA, and a couple of them got rings in the NBA, you know. But other than that, nah, you're not gonna find a player out of the UConn men that's gonna be on that level. You're gonna have a lot of good players.
You talking about? Well, the question should be, but is they going to recruit the talent to go there? Because you're talking about Michael Jordan's from North Carolina. He went to North Carolina. You know, you got just like saying, is any team going to, like football players? They all either come out of the great ones, come out of Texas or Florida. It's just the way they are. No matter where they go to school at, you know. But so is with any great player coming out of the Northeast? Well, Cooper Flag came out of where? Maine, Vermont, one of those. But he didn't go to UConn.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? He could have went to UConn, and that would have been another one. But you know, he didn't. So it's a talent. It's not the player.
He's early in his career. Stephon Castle is developing very well. Donovan Cleveland's doing okay out there. You know, I mean, that 2 year, that crew from the 2 year stint that UConn had, they're all doing well. But will they ever be a Michael Jordan-like player? I doubt it.
They got to be like Larry Bird or Isaiah
Kimber Walker
or Elijah Wan.
Kimber faded to black by his 4th season.
Ben Gordon.
Ben Gordon, same thing. Shabazz Napier, same thing.
But John was better than all them guys. Super John was better than all them guys.
I don't believe it.
All the guys you mentioned, even all the guys
We
you
know
mentioned,
that.
Super John was
Absolutely.
okay.
Yeah, but he didn't go to UConn.
And it's not like
Why not? Academics. That's why not. Academics. That's why not. Well, academics. That's why he didn't go to UConn.
Say it. Say that.
Every college just about won a Super John. Everybody won a Super John.
Yeah, but you know why he ended up at New Mexico? Because that's where Alice Scott and Clint Davis went.
Right.
See, so Salisbury had a connection with New Mexico.
Right.
Danny Hardy went to New Mexico State instead of New Mexico. You know what I mean? That's why he didn't go to UConn, because Salisbury had that connection.
You gotta understand when
Hey, Jerry.
academics
Sure.
to understand what he's saying there.
Right.
Oh yeah, but one of them guys from Connecticut going to UConn.
Yeah, they could get away with a lot.
But at that time, UConn didn't have the name, Don.
Right.
Like they got now.
No, they
They
didn't.
have, you know why
No,
we
they
got?
didn't.
No, they didn't have the name. You're right.
He would have made the name.
No, they didn't have the name they have now.
Yeah. Hey,
But that's
Jordan.
what. But the talent goes there. That's like when the best girls start going to UConn instead of Tennessee because they wanted to build something else. Before
Right.
Tennessee, all the great players were going to Tennessee. Girls,
Right.
Listen, you got to go. I don't want to. I just had to start something a little bit.
Yeah, hey, Jerry.
Wait.
I wanted to ask one question because I know Anthony got to leave while everybody's up here. If real quick, it's an NBA question.
Oh,
And
Yep.
it's really, I put it in the text. You guys probably know where I'm going with this. It's
Right.
going to be about Victor. All right. So Victor, he's 7'4". He weighs 236 pounds. And now Wilt Chamberlain is 7 feet 1, and he weighed 249 pounds. So why do you guys think that Victor is not putting up the numbers that Wilt Chamberlain put up? Because like Wilt Chamberlain scored 73 points on Kareem, 62 on Bill Russell. Why don't we see? We know Victor's a great, fantastic player. Why do you guys think at 7'4" we don't see the numbers that Wilt Chamberlain put up? Just wonder what you guys thought.
I think with him it's just a maturity factor. He's a baby. That's the scary thing. This is only his second year.
Yep.
He's got, personally, if I'm with San Antonio, I find a fat burger or whatever and put 20, 15 pounds on him so he can deal with the rigors. We're going to see that's going to be an interesting thing to see during the postseason this year because they're going to beat up on him. But I don't think we've seen the best of Wembanyama yet.
Not even
yet.
close.
And it's
yeah.
And it's kind of, I get what you're saying. It's, he's 2 years in. Chamberlain came in and, he walked in the league and was able to own it. Wemby, I would say within the next 4 to 5 years, then you can start talking about Wilt and Wemby in the same breath. But right now, it's a disservice to try to compare him only because he is so raw. But the scary thing is he can and he will get better. To me, that's the scariest aspect.
I know you got to go and watch you. Go ahead, Larry.
All right, guys.
Yeah, I think Wemby is more talented. I think Wemby could score as many points, but he got so many good players around him,
Right.
And back then, Will Chamberlain was the best guy on the team, and they went to him for everything. You know what I'm saying? With San Antonio, we are used to playing more team ball, and if he wanted to score 50 a game, it wouldn't be a problem.
Perfect answer. You can drop the mic from there.
There you go.
You said it. You said it all.
Can everybody hear me?
All right, go ahead, Bishop. Bishop.
Probably not.
Well, after that, there's not much left to be said. Larry just he just laid out the table. All you got to do is eat now.
I got my knife and fork.
There you go.
You want to comment on that or what?
I just think it's the different eras. Like you said, Chamberlain was the go-to guy. Everybody else in the league was much smaller. He was much bigger, more dominant, more athletic. But I think Wemby is a great player. And like Ant said, he's a baby. He's just really learning the NBA game. The game, but just the NBA game.
All right, go ahead, Don.
I was just going to say the same thing they said. So that's all.
All right, you comment, Bruce.
Yeah. If like Larry was saying, the game is different now. They got too many players that's involved in the game for him to put everything on him like that. But I'll tell you something though. If they wanted him to score 60 a game and they set the offense around him, he could do it. I don't have no doubt in my mind he couldn't average 60 points a game if they wanted to build him up like that.
Right.
Yes, that's true.
Who's gonna stop him?
Nobody.
But it's a different game. Like Walt said about the era. It's a different era now. They're not looking for that for one player no more.
And plus him and Chamberlain played different styles anyway.
Yeah.
Chamberlain was more down low, dunking the ball like Shaq. He was a dunker. Right. And Wemby is out there trying to hit 3-pointers.
He ain't trying.
No, I'm saying, but for 7'4",
no, I'm with you though. You're right.
To be 7'4", if he was down low, who down there can stop him? Can nobody stop him, even down low. If he wanted to get down low, close to the basket, who's going to stop him? Can nobody stop him? So either way, he's going to win either way.
Yeah.
You know, because he got the height. Can't nobody block his shot. You know what I'm saying? But he just choose to play because he's young and he wants to be more like a Magic and all that like that.
Yeah.
You know, bring the ball up and all that. He want to play that.
Yeah, but he's a bad man. Boy,
Yes, he is. Yes, he is. Yes, he is.
He's a bad man. I don't doubt nothing with him.
Can he become the greatest of all time?
Sure, he can. He got to win some rings though. And the good thing is he got plenty of players around him to help him do it.
That's right.
So rings are still the thing though.
If he don't win any rings, how he gonna be the greatest of all time with no rings?
Right.
The greatest of all time if he ain't got no ring.
Can you open the door for
Right. How you gonna get into the party if he ain't got no ring?
Yeah, you gotta win.
But Jerry, I mean, even now, but he's a great talent, but you can't put him over the Joker right now. Look what Joker has done, and it is doing.
I never put him over the Joker. These guys.
No, but you said great. You said greatest of all time, but I mean, there's a lot of people he got to climb over to get to that point. That's what I mean.
Oh yeah,
Right,
for sure.
Right.
Long way.
Joker got his ring.
Yeah.
Yeah,
How many Jokers got? Just
He
one?
got one. He got one.
Just one.
And one, only one.
You might get
Yeah,
enough.
you only need one to get in the club.
No, he
That's
was,
all you need is just one.
Well, Larry.
Hey,
you-
one thing I want to hit on before I got off was the GOAT thing. Okay.
Oh, no.
Yeah, the Lakers won 12 or 13. Okay.
Yeah.
They want to roll. And they LeBron James playing like he never played before. If LeBron James managed to take these Lakers to the championship, not win it, just take them there, will he be considered the GOAT at his age doing that?
Got to win it for our gums, sir. Got to win it.
If he win it, will he be the GOAT?
you already
Yep.
considered to go by a lot of people.
If he win that, will he be considered the GOAT? Or I would say yes.
Give him 5 rings. I give it to him. If he win it, they got to win it though. You know.
But you know, Larry, listen. I put it like this: if he take him there, win it, and he's the most valuable player of it, I give it to him. But right now, he's on Luka's team, so you know.
Luka
Just knock Larry out of his seat.
That's not fair. That's not
Looking
fair.
at play last night.
yeah.
Hey, Walt, you just knocked Larry out of his seat because you agreed with him.
Hey, you can't do that. You know, at his age.
I know, at his age. No, at his age, man, he is, like we say, phenomenal, man. He's got the greatest
He is.
career of all time, man. You got to just put him and Tom Brady as far as for their age and what they're accomplishing, and nobody even in that stratosphere, you know.
You guys are calling him the longest playing GOAT of all time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's why I say he's the GOAT, because he has the greatest career. You
Right.
have the
Definitely got the greatest career.
You got the greatest career that make you the GOAT. That's
what I
why
say.
if he got the greatest career, he's the GOAT.
See, Bishop, the only problem why you shaking your head. Now, if it's true that Michael was on the interview Sunday, and now all of a sudden now, he's gonna say there's no such thing as a GOAT and blah 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 blah. He didn't say that 2 years ago or 3 years ago. He's saying it now because this generation is starting to go with LeBron, and now that's why Michael came out with the Last Dance, because he felt threatened back then that LeBron was making a headway. So now he's trying to say no such thing as a GOAT now.
And did anybody see Stephen A. Smith this morning on First
No,
Take?
I didn't see him. Bro.
No, I didn't see it.
Did you see what he
did.
said about LeBron?
What did he say?
He was still trying to say LeBron wasn't the GOAT though.
Yeah, but he
Yeah, he did say he wasn't the GOAT. He did say
was saying,
that.
I take everything back. This guy is phenomenal.
Yeah, but he wouldn't call him a GOAT.
You know what I mean?
He wouldn't call him a GOAT. I saw it this
Yeah, but he
morning.
was saying
I
everything.
said he ain't saying he's a GOAT though.
Huh?
Huh?
What'd you say?
He said he would never call anybody else the GOAT except Jordan. But he said Jordan ain't gonna call his phone.
No, but that's his. Don't get me wrong. Mike was a bad boy. I mean, Mike is the GOAT. Mike is the GOAT. I mean,
I want to say something, Bishop. You do know we getting old. When we die off, everybody else gonna have LeBron James as the GOAT.
Well, I'm going to say this, and for the greatest career, I thoroughly agree. For his longevity, I thoroughly agree. I'm going to ask 2 questions, and I hope everybody don't jump on me like a fly on poop. How many finals, NBA finals, did Michael Jordan go to?
6.
6.
How
That's
many
it.
did? Wait, time out. Stop. Hold it. How many did he win?
6.
Yeah, 6.
How many game 7s did he play in the finals?
None.
I rest my case. I'm done.
That's not a case.
It is a case.
How many finals did LeBron James go to?
God knows.
How many?
10.
God knows.
Where was
8,
Mike? How come Michael didn't get the 10?
Right.
How come he couldn't
Michael
get
didn't
the
get
10?
to the 6 finals that Michael got to. Michael, it never went
He couldn't
past.
get the 10 if he was so great.
No, he was.
That's
He's
a
so
feat
great.
all by itself. See, you won't recognize the fact that this guy never went to a game 7 ever in the 6 finals that he did make it to. Never.
40 years
So,
old.
Bishop, let me ask you a question too. All right, now these are the guys Michael beat. How many rings does Karl Malone got?
None.
How many rings John Stockton got?
None.
How many rings Charles Barkley got?
None.
How many rings Patrick Ewing got?
None.
How many rings Reggie Miller got?
None.
How many rings Dominique Wilkins got?
None.
How many rings does Clyde Drexler have? He got 1 with Houston, but besides that, how
One
many?
with Houston, yes.
None. He had none. All right. How many rings does Sean Kemp got?
None.
Okay, so that's his era he played against.
Yeah, but you.
Patrick Ewing. How many rings Patrick Ewing got?
Yeah,
You
but you
said that already. None.
Starks got. Those are the guys he beat. Now, if you mentioned Larry Bird beat him 3 times. Isaiah Thomas beat him 3 times in a row.
Those are in the Eastern Finals, Jerry, not the NBA Finals.
All them guys play like 20 years like that.
I'm going with the NBA Finals only.
saying, Jerry,
But
but
he didn't beat nobody.
Jordan played when he was 40 years old. Am I right?
Okay, yes.
So you call all them guys' names, and Jordan played till he's 40. He still only went to 6 finals.
That's it.
Years he played.
Right.
So he's not responsible for all them guys not getting them. He only responsible for 6 times that Barkley and none of them guys didn't win.
Right.
Jordan's only responsible for 6 times.
Right.
It's not his whole career. He's responsible for them other guys not getting rings.
But Bruce, the reason I said all that because that was his era, and the other guys played
I
16, 17, and they got 1 ring.
But he only got 6 rings.
I mean, now even
who else won them?
But even Elijah won 2, but we don't. But he never played against Michael.
Yeah, but what other 14 at? What other 14 at?
He didn't get it.
Jordan's so great. Why he only went to 6 finals?
Because he washed out in Washington.
Played till he was 40 years old. What happened to the other years?
I just told you he washed out in Washington.
Well, we couldn't be Bird. He couldn't be that.
One thing you can say, you can't win them if you're not in them. LeBron was in 10. He had a chance.
He had a chance. Michael never got that chance.
Bishop, you brought up LeBron lost. Let me ask you a question. He lost 2 against Kevin Durant and Steph. Did you expect LeBron to win those championships with Cleveland against Kevin and them?
No.
Number 1, no. Number 2, yes.
I'm talking about the 2 that he lost back-to-back to them. He lost back-to-back to Kevin Durant and Steph. All right?
The first one, I
But you
didn't
got to remember,
expect to
Kyrie
win
Irving
it.
and Kevin
No,
Love.
I'm not talking about that one. He lost twice with Kevin Durant and Steph. 2
I heard that.
So you didn't expect him to win. So that's 6 losses, but that's 2 that you got to take away from him. He wasn't going to beat that team. 2007, he lost the San Antonio Spurs, and his 3rd year in the league, and he got swept. You expect them to beat San Antonio? So
Yeah, but when you
those are 3 finals right there.
Yeah, but when you look at
It sounds like he lost the guys that had rings. Is that right?
Yeah, they got rings.
Yeah, but look at the team. Look at the team LeBron took when he played San Antonio.
Right.
Who was favored in that? LeBron. Most of all them finals that LeBron went to when he was young, he wasn't a favorite in none of them.
That's what
He
I'm
was
saying.
an underdog in every one of them.
People talk about he lost all them finals,
That's
but look
my
what
point.
they don't never look at who he was up against.
Yeah, that's my point. And then he played against Steph with Matthew Della, whatever his name was.
Right.
You didn't expect him to win with them, with the guys.
But
So-
he took them there.
Yeah, but I'm saying, so those are the finals. You just can't say he lost. He's 4-6. You got to look at who he lost to. Though.
Exactly.
See, that's why I brought up Patrick Ewing and Dominique and all them guys. Those guys, you can't count them guys. Because they ain't got no ring. You guys bring up the ring.
You counted the entire Eastern Conference. You didn't go to the West at all. When you go to the West, that's when this record gets
Where was Sean Kemp at? Was he in the West?
Well, why would we go to the West? We're in the East.
Sean Kemp was in the West.
Well, when he played Sean Kemp on the backside of his career. Come on.
Yeah, the first get out of the East to make it to the West.
Klein was in the West. All the guys in the
Yeah,
West.
the first get out of the East.
You played Sean Kemp on the backside of his career.
Down there in Seattle.
Oh yeah, he did. But anyway, I don't want to jump on. I don't want to like I'm hard on Mike. I love Mike.
Still sticking with Jordan. Go ahead.
No, I ain't gonna be mad at you. No way. No way.
And don't forget, Bishop, Michael washed out in Washington.
That's quite all right. That's where they send all the great players to go out to pasture.
So, LeBron James
but now wait a minute, Don. Now, since UConn in the first half of that game against Duke rebuilt the building, I think they might do better now. There's new bricks in the building.
If they get ball going, they'd be all right.
Good, yeah.
That's the key right there. They got to get ball going.
And I'm looking forward to these games on Saturday. I watch these.
I don't see ball turning it around. That's why I think UConn gonna lose.
Yeah.
I don't see ball turning it around.
I see ball turning around.
Whatever slump he got going, gonna finish out the rest of the year.
It's been a while.
Yeah, whatever slump he got going, gonna finish it out.
But like you said, you guys said it. He passed one of the guys in UConn passed the ball to the rookie. He was supposed to take the shot, right? Was he supposed to?
Yeah, Caravan.
So was that a choke on his part?
No, that was a choke.
Was double team.
They were double team. They beat him. They knew he was going to take the shot.
Yeah, that was a great pass.
Yeah, they knew they was going to. That was the key to that victory. Because if he would have took that shot, he would have missed it. Because they was D'ing him up. The other kid was so far back, he didn't have nobody on him.
That's right.
Y'all can say that was the lucky shot. The man was aiming for the basket, and he made it. So I'm always aiming
Clock
for the
was
basket.
running out. Well, everybody that takes a last minute shot.
Here's the crazy part.
Everybody that take a last minute shot aiming at the basket. They ain't trying to throw it out of bounds.
Yeah, he was
He
actually.
thought his shot was for the tie and didn't realize it was for the win. Mullins thought he was tying the game, didn't realize he was winning the game.
He realized he had to make that shot, and he made it.
Yes, sir.
No, because he thought it was for the tie. He knew he had to make it and do his best anyway.
He said in the interview, he said he passed it to someone that at least made one, and he passed it back to me, so I had to shoot it. That's what he said.
It wasn't like he was trying. He did, and he made it.
He made it. No doubt.
And now he's going back home.
I'm going home.
His people.
Yep.
Yeah.
Some Indiana Player of the Year. Yeah.
Mr. Basketball, they call him.
You never call a shot lucky because if like Don said, if you're shooting and you're a professional or you're a college basketball player, it's like the Ray Allen shot. You can call that luck all you want. That's the same guy. That's the same guy that went donut game 7. Could he get a basket? He had the big shot for game 6 and game 7 went donut. All right. I mean, Hall of Famer. The same guy that came out of UConn that's supposed to be the greatest UConn player went donut game 7. So was his shot lucky or no? He took the shot.
Well,
made it.
Let me say this.
He said himself. So we're just speculating. He said out of his own mouth he didn't expect it to go in. So you can say whatever you want. That's what he said out of his mouth. He didn't expect it to go in. So I mean, you say what you want.
Listen, I showed that boy in college, and he was shooting those shots left and right. It wasn't
Donald.
But listen,
that's what he said out of his mouth, though. So you know better than you know then.
Trying to make it. You don't heave a shot up unless you try. Why even bother?
Okay.
You should have passed it back.
Well, first of all, if the coach had him out there, the 5 players, and you got about 12 guys on the bench. So obviously the coach has some kind of confidence in that because like Bruce said, the guy was double teamed. So somebody's going to be open. So if the coach has no confidence.
But Jerry, that's not what I said. I said that the player himself said he didn't expect it to go in. That's what I said. The player himself said he didn't expect it to go in.
Jerry wanted to really see what was going on. Here it is in a nutshell. They had Mullins was open, Malachi Smith was open, Deming was open, and under the basket was Terrence Reed.
Yeah, but I never seen a man shoot a shot and say I'm not expected to make it.
And
everything I shoot, I'm expected to make it. Whether go in or not.
I hear you.
I saw when he said that, but you know he was stubborn to shoot and make.
Yeah,
What happened is Bishop passed to none of those guys. Once he got the ball, he said he looked up, it was like 5 seconds. It was really only 2 seconds.
Yeah,
That's all. Seconds left.
He had time to look around, hit one of them guys. The boy had the ball. He threw it down.
No, he had to shoot it. There was only 2 seconds left. Yeah.
But the main thing, he took the shot. That was the big thing.
And made,
There was no hot potato to him.
No, it was a hot potato, but he just had he had pause with it. He didn't rush it.
But
With 2 seconds left.
He was a rookie. He didn't
Yeah,
think
but
about it.
if it's 2 seconds left, it's a hot potato.
Yeah.
Anytime you got 2 seconds to shoot, it's a hot potato.
it was a catch and shoot. He couldn't dribble, look around and nut. He had to catch and shoot.
That's right.
But it wasn't like, look at his college career. It wasn't like a guy that's not used to shooting.
No, he was a shooter. Oh, he had perfect form too. He was shooting to make it. I'm just saying, it was still he was shooting to make it. He was in perfect form.
Yeah, but he's a big part of that team now. It ain't like he just come off the bench and got in there.
No, him and Ball is the one that they was expecting to be that firepower that hadn't, but he hasn't been shooting. Ernie knows, Bishop knows, he hasn't been shooting 3-pointers well in the playoffs.
Since
but he's been a 3-point shooter though. They expected him, making him and Ball are 2 of the best shooters in the country.
Yeah, and
Ball was
he has
like 41%.
shot well since the Marquette game. They just went ice cold. Ball has not. I don't know. I'm hoping Ball resurrects this coming Saturday and Sunday.
What Ball's in a slump. He don't just come out of a slump.
I think his confidence is down, man.
Well,
Shoot your way.
Say what you want to say. Just be close to the text when Ball starts balling.
Yeah, they're gonna need him.
The slump.
Yeah, they're gonna need him.
Like I said, be close to your text. Because see, you know, hey, Henry, watch this. You know what I noticed, Henry? I make a comment with the exception of Walt. Dump 3 in the studio. I don't hear nothing out of him until the game's over.
Oh my
Hey
God.
man, I'm laid back, man. I'm laid back with cold power on my forehead, man.
Back in the studio.
Well, don't worry. I'll be talking during this game unless I'm writing Mullins off again.
You got one of the most I will say I know about that Ball boy, and that's why I'm saying he's in a slump. He ain't coming out. I know about
They're
him.
gonna need Ball in this game.
He's been playing good all year, and all of a sudden now, whatever's going on with him, he's not gonna make it through the playoffs.
I think the last 4 or 5 games in the regular season, he's been in that slump ever since.
Yeah, he's in a slump.
Well, I kind of think he's gonna wake up here. I believe he's gonna wake up.
He played a little better in this game than he did in the other games. At least he started driving the ball to the basket instead of just trying. Instead of trying to throw off 3-pointers, he started driving to the basket. And the other kid that comes off the bench played some tough defense, man. He played real good defense. Stewart, yeah, man, he played real
great defense. Malachi Smith is. I mean, you know who Malachi Smith is a handful bringing the ball up. This guy.
He reminds me of what's my man? I just had the dark skinned guy been on everybody's team, played good defense in the NBA. What's the name, Bruce? He played with everybody.
The Clippers and all that.
Oh, Dennis Schroeder.
Not Schroeder.
No, I love Schroeder, but the other one. Schroeder's better than him. Oh man, he played with the Lakers, played with everybody. Patrick Beverly, exactly. Yeah, that's what he reminds me of. Patrick Beverly. Yeah.
He just hassles you, man. It's like, will you please go away?
But I love Schroeder, Bruce. I love Schroeder, man.
Man.
Let's start with the Lakers, though.
Oh, he messed up. He made one of the worst decisions in basketball history. He turned out all that money, and man,
And where's he at now?
$5 million. Oh my!
He can never make that up. He can never make that up.
Never make that up, Don. Never make that up, man.
Listen,
you know,
I can't be mad.
One wanted to bet it on himself and lost. He bet it on himself and lost.
I can't be mad with him. If they offer you an opportunity to make your money, go make your money. You know, unless you got something better to work with.
85 million, and he wanted 100.
We get a little loud, I don't know, but it did turn.
And he ended up going to Boston minimum, like $1 million.
Oh yeah, right.
He ain't seen $85 million in his entire life, and he's turning it down.
Right.
I'll take $5 million.
All right, so
That was a bad move, Bruce.
Hey, Bruce. Well, give me $5 million. I'll be the best towel boy, water boy you ever saw. Nobody will be better.
Hey, Bruce,
I'll be.
you see that? Bruce, you seen that picture with Charlie Frawley and Big Super John? You see how high Charlie Frawley's up over that rim, man?
I told him, boy, man,
Man.
he on the jump
Yeah.
shot. He was known for, man. He get on.
He was
He had
known,
some
Yeah,
pop.
he was,
known for them high
yeah,
numbers.
he was known for the top. Yeah, yeah.
Better believe it.
Here I came to Hill House. Charlie Frawley was a senior.
Oh, and when you started doing that as a senior?
No, Farley was going.
I can't remember. I can't. Oh, I got into 72. I went to. I was a freshman in 72, and I thought Farley graduated in 75.
72.
Farley,
No,
Farley,
graduated 75. He was already going.
yeah, he graduated with John, 1970.
Yeah, Farley was going by then.
Yeah,
All
yeah.
right.
Farley was going. Farley was there with my brother James. Was there with Fleming,
Okay.
brother James. Yeah,
Potter, Keith White, and the
Yeah.
boys.
Potter with the light brown eyes. Yeah, Potter. Yeah,
I learned
Yeah.
quickly the
Played
agony
all
of
this-
feet for basketball.
He was tough on the boards, man. Potter.
a lot of history, man. You know who we don't talk about with sports when we're on here though? Scott Burrell. Scott Burrell's the only one that got drafted in basketball and baseball first round.
Yeah, that's right.
Only one that got basketball and baseball in the first round.
Yeah,
First
yeah,
round the Mariners. First round with it was the
Is he still
Nets
coaching in
first.
Hampton?
Yeah, Southern. Yeah, Southern.
Yes.
Coach, we're
Yep.
gonna see when basketball season starts. We're gonna
Yeah, he
make sure
coached. He coached for Southern.
Wow.
Yeah.
He been there
Yeah.
a few years.
Yeah, he's a bad man.
Did he go to
He's a
Utah?
bad man.
He
He was a bad man. I mean, he come to Hill House, Don, strike out the whole team, man. strike out the whole team playing baseball, man. Yeah, he was a bad man.
That dude. What are you going to do? And his father, Sam Burrell, remember when Ben Hunt used to have his program on Saturdays? His father, Sam Burrell, used to come over and work over there with Hill House with Hunt.
Yeah, Sam Burrell, he was in charge of a lot of them.
Lot of stuff. Track.
Yeah, but the Christmas, the Q House Festival and stuff.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Sam Burrell was into a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
A lot of stuff. He used to even work out with the track when I ran track for Hill House. Yeah, he was in a lot. He was in a lot of stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, oh yeah.
I tried one time and I felt my hammy pulling. I said, I'm done. My career's over before it gets started.
That was it, huh?
It's football.
What you said, Jerry?
You and Larry play against each other. But Larry graduated.
Larry who?
No, Larry not older than Walt.
No, he's
Larry Pierce.
Yeah.
Larry, sure. You and Larry play
No,
against
I
each
don't
other.
remember Larry. No, I don't remember Larry. I remember Reggie. I remember like Daddy Jap that's going into the Hall of Fame too. I played against Daddy Jap. He played quarterback for Lehigh. Vernon Butler, Wes Matthews, Colonel Kelly. Yeah, I played with all.
Vernon Miller.
Vernon Butler for Cross. That's my man. Vernon was my man.
Didn't Lee have
Yeah,
a
Vernon
quarterback?
Butler. I can't hear you.
Didn't Lee have a quarterback? What, Vernon Miller? I think it was. For Lee
Yeah,
High?
that's one going into the Hall of Fame with Jerry. We call him Daddy Jap. Vernon, yeah, we call him Daddy Jap.
It's tough, man.
Heard the name Daddy Jab. I gotta see him again. Now, all these people who come to me, they know who I am. I'd be so embarrassed,
Yeah,
man.
but you know
I
that.
can't play sport. Reggie Wilson, man. Reggie and Marvin Wilson, man. All of them, man. Yeah. Actually, the coach for Lehigh tried to get me to go to Elizabeth City, but I wanted to go to UConn. He tried to get me to go to Elizabeth City for football. Yeah. Yep.
Hey, what was the Lehigh coach name? Mr. Nutt. He used to be our mechanic coach at Cross, and he was coaching Lehigh football team.
Mr. Adams.
Not him.
Adams. No, Atlas, I mean.
Yeah, not that.
You know what I'm talking about, Mr. Adams? So played was shop teacher, Bruce?
Yeah.
Yeah.
White guy.
Oh, I'm talking about the black guy. Oh no,
Yeah, I don't think he was the head coach, but he was what he used to leave.
no, Atlas was assistant coach. Yeah.
Yeah, well, you never got into coaching, man. I'm surprised you never. I'm surprised you never got into coaching.
I love it, man. Well, I went to UConn. Then I got married, man. That was it. Then I got in the church, and that was it.
Lockdown. Wait, no, let me stop.
Sam was going to Berkeley School of Business in New York, and then I got in the church. You know, it wasn't like now. You know, you got in there, you couldn't do this, couldn't do that. That was the worst thing ever happened, man. Then I got back into it, but yeah, man. Gave up my whole career.
It was worth it.
I was going to tell the story when I was coaching Agape, and I knew I wasn't. Remember when that year we won the championship? I knew I wasn't no coach. I knew that from. I tried it. Then I tried to ref one time. One of the refs didn't show up, and the guy came and grabbed my whistle and blew it. And I said,
oh yeah.
All right, you grab my whistle and blow it. I knew I was the coach. I knew
Jay wasn't making no calls.
Not turn over.
Hey, Bruce, he was like these refs over the weekend, man. They were turning the game into a football game. Jerry wasn't making no calls.
You know what, Jerry? Remember when I went and got Willie Moore? Willie Moore, remember the guy was refereeing for us? Mr. Muscle, man. Willie Moore was one of the best basketball players that ever come out the projects, but he never won. That's Bobby Moore and all. That's their uncle. Man, Willie Joe can jump out the gym. You hear me? When we played, Bruce, we played the team from Bronx, New York, and Coca-Cola and Pepsi Invitational. They played it at the Q House. And then we played them again with Wayne Bush. We played them at Quinnipiac. We played a team that came from New York, man. The guys had their sneakers and everything. We went down there playing in Brooklyn. They killed us, but Willie Joe showed up, man. I mean, they couldn't hold him, but they killed him. One of the kids from there went to Syracuse, left-handed with red hair. Man, they killed us. But yeah, man, Willie Joe's a bad boy.
What's the man name that used to, the old guy, that dude that used to be drunk all the time, coach some boys out there?
Elliot Gomes.
Elliot.
Elliot Gomes. That was my coach, man, from Hope Methodist. I played with Hope Methodist. We played against Speedo, Teddy Boyd, and all them in the Lehigh and the Y League every Saturday. Yeah, man. Elliot Gomes.
Why everybody was at the Y on Saturday.
Oh man, yeah. Played with Red Sullivan. He coached us when I played with but St. Luke's.
Yeah, St. Luke's.
Yeah, Speedo and yeah.
The white youth center.
Take a walk. Remember, you the one I called when I was watching the game and about the football. Remember, I said when it was every time the guy run, I said, "Well, why they doing that?" And you explained to me,
yeah, it's on defense. It's a defense there.
Yeah, because I knew you were a coach. I mean, you pick him up. I'm looking at the game. That's why I asked you, man. Because you made a great coach.
Yeah,
you made a great coach.
Another embarrassing moment. Here we are in the championship game against Waterbury, and Rose is tied up. I can't think of his name that was guarding him. I'm standing at the top of the key, and I'm looking, getting ready to launch the ball, and I hear from the sidelines, "No!"
Did you shoot it?
That was
about to mess us up, man. He's about to mess us up. He's about to mess us up. But that ain't the worst. The worst one is we had the opportunity to take down Don, and then when they was undefeated, and all Roscoe had to do was hold the ball, and he shot it. Amen. And Jerry got it and put us in overtime. They beat us in overtime. We took them out. Don there was undefeated. We had him. All Roscoe had to do was hold the ball, and he shot it. They missed it, and Jerry Edwards put it back. They went to overtime, and they beat us in overtime. There. You remember that, Big Don? Yeah, Premier League. Man.
Y'all gave him that one loss. They were 19-1, and y'all gave him that one loss that year.
But we would have won the championship. But Roscoe shot the ball, and they beat us in overtime.
But even the one loss they had in the regular season, your team the one gave him that one loss.
But you guys talking about why I ruled the Y. I have 23 trophies I got out of the YMCA when I was there.
Wow.
You never played against Hope Methodist, bro.
I got 3 high scoring trophies out of the YMCA.
You never played against Hope Methodist, bro.
Yes, I did. We beat everybody. Nobody owned
All
us.
right,
Look,
Hey,
what's up?
Hey,
You
Jerry.
behind me, Walt. You
oh
behind me.
man.
You behind me.
Yeah, Jerry's
Oh,
gonna
I'm
have
yeah,
another
yeah,
family of
yeah.
friends day,
Behind him.
homie. And
We
these
own
three
Yeah.
guys right here gonna jump out on the
Because
court.
we 13 and under.
we
Uh-huh.
13 and under, we had John Thomas, Gregory
behind
Tompkins,
me. Behind me,
Willie
Walt.
Joe, Willie Gary, man.
I'm saying you behind me. When I was
Yeah, I
at
heard.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
Don was older than
yeah,
you.
yeah.
yeah, you played with me.
Don was older than you.
So,
He
yeah,
played
yeah,
with
we had
you.
what? Dynamite squad.
Is Don older than you?
Yeah, Don told me. That's what I said when he said that. I said, yeah, you're right.
you
Yeah, Don was
behind.
older than me.
We
Yeah,
owned it when we was there.
All right,
I said
yeah.
got 23 trophies. We had to own it.
all right, that's a whole different show. That's a show for
That's
itself.
not a show.
No, all right,
Yeah.
all right, well, I mean, no, I know you own it. You own the watch, and you own it that 19-1 record at Pratt Whitney too. Your team, you had Jones, you had Big Jones too. Bob Jones. Yeah, Bob
Yeah,
Jones.
Big Jones on the boards. We couldn't deal with Jones on the boards, man. No doubt. No doubt.
Jones was like all American, all state in high school. Mongo Jazz.
Yeah,
He was tough.
Jones played it up.
All right, Bishop, close out the prayer tonight, man. It's getting late.
All right, precious Father, thank you for this time and this awesome fellowship and for the wonderful things you've done for us, God, as we continue through what's called Passion Week. God, help us to stay
Yes,
mindful of all
yes, yes.
place and all that was done for us, God. We're just so grateful every time we get to this time, God. And God, we want to thank you for each and every person that participated in WJRG Sports Talk, God, even those that had to leave. Continue to keep us, God, those that have loved ones that are going through any type of sickness, any type of struggles, mental illnesses, or anything, God. We ask that you continue to work in them, work through them. After all, you are Jehovah Rapha. Continue to
Yes, you
lead
are.
and govern us as we move forward. Now unto him who's able to present us faultless before his throne with exceeding great joy, to the only wise God be glory, majesty, dominion, and power, both now, henceforth, and forevermore. And may the great men of God say amen.
Amen.
Amen, amen.
Amen.
Happy Resurrection Sunday, everyone. I'm sure we're not gonna be
Yeah,
on for right?
yes. Happy Resurrection
Yeah,
Sunday.
happy, yeah.
God bless.
And thank
God
you
bless.
again, Jimmy.